here at the 9/11 Memorial here in Financial District here in downtown New York City. Again, we're here to honor those lives that were lost. Every name on this memorial represents a individual, of course, but a family, a generation, and so it's sobering to be here. I remember watching it from Washington State in Seattle, being so confused, fearful, frustrated, angry, and confused, just like everybody else. I'm not sure if you remember where you were, but I remember like it was yesterday, watching it all day at work. It was a 3-hour difference on Pacific time, so it was 8:46 when the first flight hit, which means it was 5:45 around that time in the West Coast. So by the time I got to work, it had already been playing on the news, but it looked like, you know, something that couldn't be real. So after playing it over and over throughout the day, finally got home and had a chance to watch it with my fiance at the time. My wife and I weren't even married, but I remember just breaking down, just not even be able to handle the sights that I saw, as far as the excruciating, or as far as the pain and the suffering on the faces of people just covered in ash, right here in this very spot. So we're gonna take a walk right now at the World Trade Center at the 9/11 Memorial and give honor to those lives that were lost 19 years ago. Betty Ann Ong was a flight attendant on Flight 11. She was the first one to notify ground that they were being hijacked. Flight 11, as you know, is the one that ended up crashing into the North Tower, the first plane that hit. But when I was walking around, I saw her name and it stuck out to me because I've been reading, but she was heroic in her actions, but she was the first to notify. So that's why her name is so significant. Her name, one of many on this entire memorial. I'm standing right here in the middle of the north, where the North Tower and the South Tower was, here at 9/11 Memorial, at the World Trade Center Memorial here in New York City. So to my left this way is where the North Tower was. 8:46 a.m. is when the first plane hit, Flight 11 that came out of Boston. and that's when it hit from like floors 92 to 99. But that's the very first plane that hit. And then directly to my right, behind me here, is where the South Tower was, where Flight 175 hit the South Tower. So we're right here at the site, and just to think of all the carnage and just the lives that were changed, not only in this area, in this city, in this state, in this country, but all across the world after that event. I know my life changed. I know so many people enlisted in the Army. I didn't enlist until 2005, but I'd be lying if I say it didn't change my mind about the things and the way of the world. So we're here today again to just pay honor and respect to the families and the individuals of the lives lost that day. Regular heroes from the armed forces to first responders to people just working their daily jobs and living their daily lives, totally unaware of about what was to happen. This whole area just filled in plumes of smoke and ash. This is where it all happened, and now you see it's pretty vibrant. I mean, it's a somber day, but there's people walking around and trying to pay their respects and see the site. But this was 19 years ago, and it's hard to believe. It feels like yesterday. So just remind yourself of what you felt like that day and what you feel like today. Don't forget. When we say we never forget, that's what it is remembering what happened and remembering how we promise to do our best to not let anything like that happen again, foreign or domestic. But this is a site that I'm honored to visit, that I'm honored to pay tribute to. Once again, the lives lost and all the individuals and families that are represented here in New York City. We're at the site of the 9/11 Memorial. Every single name on here represents a story, represents a life. And once again, we give honor to that today. Now, the South Tower to my right and the North Tower to the left behind me. Thank you so much for watching this quick video. Hope one day you get a chance to visit here in New York City. In the meantime, I hope that showed you a little bit about what it looks like here so you can plan your trip. We'll post a little bit more, but thank you so much for watching the Spencer Adventure today on September 11th, 2020.